Hey, what's up? Knolly Williams, your success coach, and I'm making this video specifically for my mentorship masters. And every now and then I'll get a question like this from my mentorship masters. You know, I love to share success stories of my mentorship masters succeeding because they're just knocking it out of the park. You know, we talked today about Nick, who is closing almost $100,000 in GCI this month. In the next 25 days, he's making almost $100,000 in commissions. And 90 days ago, he didn't have a single piece of business on the books. And then we talked about Mina, who is just on fire. You know, I'll be surprised if she doesn't do $200,000 in commission this year, her second year in real estate. And when she came to me, she was on her way out of the business. She was going to quit and go back to her corporate job. She didn't know what else to do, how to succeed. And then we talked about Rebecca Wooten, who joined me just about 90 days ago. And when she joined EXP, she didn't even have the $149 to join the company. It was that rock bottom. And, you know, in reality, we all go through feast or famine, right? And now she's doing phenomenal. She's got 15 clients that she's currently working with. And she's already closed 4 deals in the 90 days she's been with me. When she joined, she didn't have a single deal on the horizon. And what I'm wanting to make this video about or for is because we love the success stories. I mean, we love them, love them, love them. But there's also stories of people that aren't succeeding. You know, they're not doing so well. They're failing or they're drowning. And so this video is for you. So if you feel like you're just not meeting your expectations, meeting your goals, you just can't make it happen, that's why I wanted to do this video for you. Because I want to know not just the good. We always love to tell the good. But there is the good, the bad, and there's the ugly. And, you know, not that it's funny, but it's just reality. You know, reality, we have to sometimes laugh at it. I've been to where I couldn't afford groceries. I've lost my home to foreclosure. I've been bankrupt. I know what it's like to not have. I know what it's like to be in famine. But you don't have to be there. You know, when you're on the other side of this, the side that I'm on now and the side that you're headed to, life is one miracle after another. That's what life is, one miracle after another. I mean, you just got a deal, another one's on the way. You just closed one, you listed another one. Another one came, you got this one. And so it's just one thing after another. You got put on this TV show, or that program called you to be a guest. I mean, it's just unbelievable good. And that's how your life can be. And if you're not having a life like that, there's only one of 2 reasons. Either number one, you're not doing the work, or number 2, you've got a block, some kind of an invisible block, okay? And blocks can be generational curses, yes, they can be that. They can be, not as common, they can be emotional block. You can have a financial block, a block on your money. Most of the blocks are subconscious. They're in your feeling body. But before we go to the blocks, let's go to the first one. You're not doing the work. So this is quite common. I mean, so you're either not doing the work or you're not doing the right work. Okay, remember, success is doing the right things in the right order. Okay, not doing the right things in the wrong order, doing the right things in the right order. That's success. So let me show you what that looks like. Because for Nick, when he called me or texted me a little over 90 days ago, it wasn't that he was closing 5 deals and going to net $85,000. It was that he didn't have anything on the horizon and that he didn't know how to get into doing his daily lead generation. He just wasn't doing the work. And it wasn't that he didn't want to do the work. It's just that he could not bring himself psychologically to do it. And that's a block. That's another block. Okay. But let's talk about this. So first I want to talk about the work and what that looks like. So what you're going to want to do is log into the Mentorship Masters portal. You just put in your username and password, log in. If you don't know how to log in here, go back and watch our orientation video. You can find it on YouTube, or you can just contact Chris, our customer support person. This is his number right here. Just pause the video, write down that number, and you can just reach out to Chris, and he'll help you. So what you want to do is you want to go all the way to the tab that is Knolly Tools and Resources, okay? And then you want to click on the particular one or the module of the lesson, Setting Your Goals. Okay. Now, this is Setting Your Goals 101, and we all know that if we don't set the goal, okay, we won't achieve. I mean, essentially, if you don't know where you're headed, then any road will lead you there. You've got to have a destination. And what I'm teaching you here is 7 different things that you absolutely have to do in order to succeed. Before we go there, just put a thumb on that. Before we go there, the first question I have for you is, have you done your first 30 days? Okay. Have you done your first 30 days? When you, at the very beginning, here in the portal, you'll see Welcome to Mentorship Masters, and then it says Your First 30 Days Checklist. Click on that. It'll take you to the checklist. Scroll all the way to the bottom. There are videos here that are very important for you to watch, and you can check them out and all that kind of stuff. But the important thing for you to look at here at the bottom is where we have your first 30 days. So these are the things that you do your first 7 days, like you want to do your bio, your disc profile, your headshot, etc. Some people start doing this and they never finish, but there is a method to the madness. So make sure that you don't just start doing this, but that you actually finish doing it. Okay? Do the work. All right, so let me adjust my camera here a little. So days 8 through 14, these are the things that I want you to do. Make sure you compile your database, learn sky slope, order your first 1,000 cards. Very important, guys. You got to do this stuff. Very, very important. Days 15 through 30. Now, if you have questions or you get stuck on any of this stuff, reach out to Chris. That's why I hired him. You know, he works full time for me, and he helps you guys. So go through the first 30-day checklist. Now, once you've done that, okay, then back to where we were, you're going to go to this tab under Knolly Tools and Resources, Setting Your Goals. Click on that, and there are 7 things that I tell you to do that if you do those 7 things, you cannot fail. Number 1, I tell you to read, okay, Success with Listings, Chapter 3, number 1 and 4, those 2 chapters. Watch, if you're currently earning less than $100,000 in annual commission, and I'm guessing that you're earning less than $100,000 if you're watching this video or if you're still watching it. If you're not doing well, you want to do better. Watch this video. Click on that video and watch it. I show you exactly how to hit 6 figures. I've got another video that shows you how to do $250,000 and another one that shows you how to do $1 million or more in GCI, gross commission income, if you're already hitting one of the previous goals. Download, number 3, my automated sales calculator. Attend and watch every, you see that? Every Mentorship Masters Roundtable meetup. Okay? These are very, very important for you to watch. I put them together for your success. Okay? So you want to make sure you watch every single one of those. You don't have to do a binge party, but just, watch 1 or 2 a week. Attend each one a week if you can. If not, make sure you watch it. And then you want to attend every growth summit. Now, this is the Kevin and Fred, their group that you're part of, because you're partnered with me. You're part of Kevin and Fred's group. They sell 450 homes a year, okay, and they do, or maybe it's over 500 now, 500 homes a year, and they make over 100 million, or they sell over 100 million in real estate. So these are guys that you want to definitely. Mine is going to be more mindset. Theirs is going to be more skills and tactics that you need to learn so you can succeed. Number 6, you've got to do the 2 every day. Very important. If you're not doing this, we can't even begin to have a conversation about your success. So that's do the 2 every single day from 9 o'clock to 11. And then number 7, you've got to give an account. You have to have an accountability partner. So if you have an accountability partner, you have downloaded the accountability worksheet, you've sent it to them, it's already filled out every single week. And for example, if I were to talk to you, I'm going to say, hey, send me your accountability worksheets from the last 4 weeks. And then I want you to send those to me so I can see what you're doing during your do the 2 time, and give you pointers and tips. If you're not doing the work, you're not going to get the results. Okay? If you don't fill out your worksheet every day and send it to your accountability partner and have an accountability partner and talk to your accountability partner every single week like I teach, there's a whole tab. If you don't know how to do that, There's Mentorship Masters Accountability Partner Program. Click on that tab and watch the video, and you can download the accountability sheet that we use. So that's to giving an account, okay, and doing the two. So again, if you're doing all 7 of these things, you can't fail. It's impossible for you to not be successful. It just won't happen. If it is happening, I know I said it won't. I've never met somebody that has done all these things and they still have not achieved a high level of success. I just never met anybody like that. But if that's you, then you've got bigger problems that we need to address that are some kind of a I don't want to say the word curse, but you can think of it kind of like that, where you're basically, the bottom line is your subconscious mind has been programmed and it has to be deprogrammed and reprogrammed. There's something within your conscious mind that needs to be reprogrammed. Now, let me just say this. Every single person does have to have their subconscious mind reprogrammed, because most 99% of us grew up with a bunch of garbage and crap, and we just are substandard. We're far below our ultimate greatness. We're far below our ultimate greatness. So it would be highly effective if we had our subconscious mind reprogrammed, and reprogrammed to the way we want it, not the way someone else dictated. Mom, dad, cousins, or peers, or whoever, dominant boss, dominant husband, dominant wife, whatever. You want to be able to reprogram your mind. Very critical for every human being. But some people can achieve success without that. Now, at some point, you'll want to circle back around and address that, because we all have blocks, subconscious blocks, mental blocks, emotional blocks, physical blocks, and we even have financial blocks to our success. If you have a financial block, I don't care how much money you make, you'll lose it. I remember when I was making $150,000 a month, but I was spending $160,000 and I never was able to keep money. I was never able to amass wealth. When I had a scarcity mindset and I wasn't in the flow of abundance. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Make sure that you're doing this. The next step, if you absolutely have a block, is to click onto the one-on-one coaching. And here's what I say is, if you're already part of my Mentorship Masters program, do you need one-on-one coaching? So, I don't think so. I don't really think you do. You might need a couple of sessions here and there with Artemis to kind of clear some things. But in reality, you have an accountability partner, and I'm teaching you how to coach each other. But if there's something that's holding you back, and I give the 7 things right here again. If there's something really that's holding you back and you know that it's holding you back, that's when you get on the phone with my coach, Artemis, and you can hire him. He does a one-time consultation for, I think it's $297, and then it's like an hour and a half consultation or something like that. But again, this is an extreme case. Personally, I think that if you're not succeeding, you're not doing the 7 things that I outlined, and they're not difficult to do, guys. They're just not. They're just not. They're just not. So make sure you did the 30-day checklist, and then make sure you're doing those 7 key things that I tell you to do. And if you're doing all that, you're going to have a success story like Mina, like Rebecca, like Nick, and like many of the other mentorship masters that I'll be bringing you their stories, so that you can see, hey, this is what it looks like when you do the work. And if you're one of those that's like, man, Knolly, I just can't get myself to do the work, I feel for you. You're in a state of what we call apathy. And it's important to realize it's in a sense, it's not your fault. Don't feel like a victim. Don't feel like there's no hope, because there is hope. We can get you to a point where you want to succeed, and you want to be your ultimate greatness. You want to be that person that is what God sees. See, when God looks at you, he sees the you that you really are, and that's who you're becoming, Okay, but you've got to do the work. So hopefully this has been helpful. Again, reach out to me if after all that I'm teaching you here has been done and you're still not succeeding, then we really got to look at it. Or if you just can't get yourself to do what I teach, even though it takes just a few hours a week, you just can't get yourself to do it, then that's when you want to reach out to me, because then we've got a bigger problem. God bless, love you, and we'll see you soon. I'll see you on the success sheet, baby.